Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Sumit and I welcome all of you to BISP YouTube series. This is my second video in Salesforce connectivity or integration with Salesforce with Python. So in this video, I will be going to demonstrate you how to create uh, graphs in Python by using Salesforce data. Because as you know nowadays we can integrate one application, one software with another online clouds database, or we have different type of database, like we have a structured database, we have unstructured database, we have flat file database. So how to integrate Python with structural database, that I've already explained in my previous video. In this video we'll be going to see how to interact with the data, that is the online database or the cloud database, and how to prepare chart by using that database. So for this, let's see an example. Within Salesforce, I have registered in Salesforce, and in Salesforce I have got leads object, and within leads object all the prospecting customers or all the customer information will be stored into this lead object, with whom we will be going to do our business, may or may not be, we can do our business. So if I display all the records, we have one attribute within this lead object, and that attribute is lead status object. And if you see the lead status, we have working, contacted, open, not contacted, and so here we have mentioned only two lead status. But if you see the lead status, we have got lead status, we have four lead status: open, not contacted, working, contacted, close, converted, and close, not converted. So I would like to display the total number of records, or the record based on the lead status, in the form of a graphs by using Python. So first of all, in order to do that, I will be going to we need to register on Salesforce. So we have already registered over here, and we need to import few libraries in our Python directory. So first will be pandas. Second, we need plotly. So this plotly, because we cannot display chart directly on Python, so I will be going to take help of a plotly interface, plotly library, and this plotly library we have got. We need to register on plotly website. So because the chart will be going to store into that plotly website, and from there we can download on our local system, or we can share it to our users as well. So first of all, let's see how to register on plotly website. So as you can see here, I'm on https plotly.ly organize/home, and within this plotly I have already registered with as sumit.bisp, and when I click on settings, you can see the name and the API key, username and this API key. This username and this API key we will be going to use in Python programming to communicate with this plotly and to store the graph, or to create a graph directly into this plotly. Because as you can see, when I click on organize, it says create your first graph. So this home folder is empty, and either we can create the first graph by clicking over here, by clicking the new button, this new project, we can click on this, and or we can click here to create a new graph as well, or we can also import grids and graph from other popular scientific plotting software. So we are going to take the help of Python to upload the graph, which is prepared after the extracting the data from Salesforce, and that chart, that graph will be going to upload over here. So for this, let's start creating Python code. So I open Python shell, and then I create a new file. It's a blank file right now. So after completion, I'm going to save it. So we need to import few libraries here. So first of all, I write import pandas as PD, and I use import numpy as np. Numpy is to create arrays. Then from collections, import counter. This is to count the total records. Then I call import request. Then I import plotly as py, and because I would like to upload the graph onto this plotly, so we need to register as a TLS, because within TLS we can provide the username and the API key of this particular registration. So for this, right here, import plotly dot tools as TLS, and then I write here TLS dot set underscore credentials underscore file. We need username is equal to, username will be the username of this, so we can get to settings and let's check the username and the API key, and I write here API underscore key is equal to, and the username is this one, so I copy this username sumit.bisp, I paste it here, and that's the API key. I'm going to use it. That's the API. Now in order to, for security purpose, if you want to, maybe if, like, you can see that you have the user will know the username and the API key, so maybe he can interact with this particular plotly registration, or he can upload the graphs as well. So if we want to restrict that, we can generate a new key after successful creation of this graph, after successful creation of this program. Then I write from plotly dot graphs underscore and objects import star. So from this plotly we have got various graphs, we have different type of graphs, so I'm going to import all the graphs within this program. One more library we need to pull the data from the Salesforce, and that is simple underscore Salesforce. So we need to import this, we need to install this. And how to install this? We can go to CMD and we can write here pip install simple underscore Salesforce. And when you install this, when you press enter, it will download, it will look for the simple underscore Salesforce library package and download on this system, and it will be installed in the Python library, the current Python library. So I have already done with that, I have already installed it. So I'm just going to add it here from simple underscore Salesforce and import Salesforce. Then I write here sf is equal to Salesforce. We need username is equal to password, and we need security token as well. Security token is required because we are trying to access the Salesforce data out of Salesforce application, out of Salesforce box, so that's why security token is always required. And how to reset a security token, with this I have already explained in my previous video, but just in case if you have missed it, I'm just going to tell you again. So you need to click on my settings, and within my settings click on personal, and in personal we have an option reset my security token, and we can click on this reset security token. And when I click on this reset security token, I got a message that a new security token has been sent to this registered mail ID. So you will receive the security token of your application on your registered mail ID, and then that security token you need to mention, or you need to specify here. So let me specify my username. I'm not going to share password with you just for security purpose, so I just open it and look for the security token. That's my security token. So I just copy paste my security token here, and password I will be going to add later on. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to pull the data from leads. So I declare a new variable lead status, because as I told you that I would like to display the data based on the lead status, that is equal to sf dot query, and I create a query here, select id comma status comma owner dot name from lead. So it will pull the data, it will get when we run this query, it will get the ID, status, and the owner name from the lead, and the record will stored into this lead underscore for status. Then I create one more variable, status, that what will be the status. So I declare here X and status. I'm just going to pull the status because we don't know that how many status will be there. So I write for X in lead underscore for underscore status, and it will run according to the number of records. And we have 1 and 2. It's closed successfully. Then I write status underscore count. Counts is equal to, I use counter and that how many records will be there, because we need to create x-axis and y-axis. So on x-axis I will be going to place the names or the status names, the status labels, whatever status label do we have here, and on the y-axis I would like to display, or I would like to add the number of the status, total number. So lead status will be added. So that is for counter. And then I write data is equal to data, and the chart will be as a bar chart. X is equal to status underscore counts dot keys. This will be on X label or X axis, and on Y axis I would like to add status underscore counts dot value. So like you can see, I have placed the keys or the names of status on the x-axis, and the values I have placed on the y-axis. So bracket, and so we have one. This one is closed. This one closed here. X and Y. This one closed. Okay. So all the brackets are closed. And now the last command, the last statement. In this last statement, we'll be going to add this particular chart, this particular graph into our Plotly registration, because we have already provided the API name, the username and the API name over here. So it will, when I write a last statement, when I write here py is equal to py dot I plot data, comma, file name is equal to, I write here lead underscore list. So what it will do, it will, this py, because this py we are using, it's a plotly, so this py will I plot or add the particular graph or particular chart on this plotly website or this login. Okay, now I'm going to share my password here. I'm going to add my password, mention my password here, and I'll execute this program, or I'll run this program. So let me run this program first of all. So I save it, and I'll save this file as Salesforce chart example, and we'll see any error. So if any error occurs, we'll solve that error, and obviously we'll be getting an error because we haven't specified our password here. So I need to specify the password. Okay, so the first error is we don't have graph underscore graph obj and run it. And now you can see the error I'm getting here is the authentication fail, Salesforce authentication fail, because I did not mention my password here. So let me mention my password. So you can see here, after I specify my password and run the code again, run the Python code again, and when I refresh my Plotly website by Plotly registration, you can see a new graph has been created, new chart has been created with the name as lead underscore disk. This was the name we have given over there. And now we can open this plot to see the implementation, how the graph has been implemented in this Plotly website. And you can see here the graph has been successfully placed. We have 4 leads: status, working, contacted, open, contacted, close, not converted, and close, not close, converted, and these are the values. And when we take our pointer on the tip of the graphs, we can see the values over there, values on data point. And also we have got legions. If you want to show the legions, we can show the legions here. It's like this. We can see the legions. And also if you want to change the access, we can change that. So there are lots of things. And if you want to export it or save it or copy, we can export it on our local system in the form of PNG, PDF, or SVG, or EPS. So we can export it in the form of SVG, and then we can display, or we can add it into our web application directly. So this is how we can display, or we can prepare a chart by getting the data from Salesforce. And also we have got different type of charts, so we can change the look and feel of the chart, and we can download it on our local system. So that's all in this video. I hope you have got a clear idea how to prepare how to do a Salesforce graphing in Python by using Plotly. If you have any queries, you can visit our website www.bisptrainings.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on Python. You can get back to us for customized training on Python. I will be coming up with some new videos on Python with some new topics. Till then, have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.